Welcome back to Operation Regenesis. We've got a new fresh batch of ceratosaurs to get out. We do need this welfare to be met. We looked at these guys last time, I guess, huh? Yeah, we got the docile long-lived fit and then some long-lived ones. And what was blocking our welfare? Oh, the fact that we're doing this research, yes. So we get the research done, we get them out. The ceratosaurs, once they're out, should get us Oranosaurus is an unlock, and then we can put Oranosaurus into the park as well. The Oranos, I think the Camp Cretaceous skin is the best bet as far as a skin that most closely resembles that from Operation Genesis. So that's what we're going to do there. There's the staff improvements. Let's get this out. We need 5, so we could hold back like the 3 here and see if there's any research tasks we want to do with just a 3, but I really don't think there will be. Yeah, for now we'll do that. Fences 5 for the next tier. We're not doing lagoons or aviaries, obviously. Oh, do we have medical treatment available? Yes, but we don't have the welfare for it. I don't think it's necessarily worth putting a point into this guy on welfare, because we probably want to make sure that we have the points for things that we need to make sure we can do with just 3 scientists. Like the further staff upgrades, stuff like that is really important. Yeah, and that's not available either. These are all 5s. Yeah, I think everything's going to be 5s. Alright, that's fine. Well, then we'll just get these guys cooked up, get them out. We could go try to do a dig, I suppose, with 3 logistics. Struthy or a Dilo. We could dig up some Dilo early. It may come up. Let's hold him back. That way he doesn't have to be rested as often. Alright, well, let's wait for these Ceratos. So, let's get these guys moved out. The enclosure has been expanded. We'll drop them kind of throughout it here to get the territory expanded. And then we'll replace some of that water as necessary, probably, to make sure the group is happy. Might need another feeder. Not sure. 6 Ceratos is a fairly sizable amount. You know what? What is the water on just the 2? Very, very high. Okay, why don't we just go ahead and maybe just trim the water back already. We can just start to do something a little bit like that.
Asset transportation in progress. Delivery complete. Commencing asset transit. Asset transported.
Okay, prey is in fact increased. Slap down another feeder over here. Could also put down a meat feeder somewhere, but I think we'll leave it alone for now. Alright, so we should be at 2.5 pretty well here. Let's make sure we're getting the Orano research done if we don't already have it. It might have automatically unlocked. Yeah, okay, Orano's automatically unlocked. So that's the next species to add. That is 8 logistics on 3 scientists. So, yeah. Well, we can push you up. Since you were the highest total. And then call it good there. There's no point in pushing them further because we can't actually get anybody else high enough. What's the altruistic salary person's skill caps? 5 welfare. So we could put a point of welfare into her if we want to do that other research. We're not going to be using her for much else. We also don't have anybody with a 3 on welfare. We have 3 genetics. We have you know, 4 logistics, 4 genetics. So welfare is a weak link. She's probably as good as anybody else is for specializing in welfare a little bit. So let's do that so that we can do medical treatment research ahead of time. Get tuberculosis knocked out. And that should be pretty good. Super fast. Not so much the Tagama dig.
I'm confident you're gonna want to check out this latest.
Well,
I'm sending the details now.
Shit. Let's see what it wants us to do.
Training our staff how to do their jobs better is a win for the entire
2 points to
operation.
genetics.
Get on top of it.
That's questionable. We can do 2 points to genetics if we can do the next tier of staff research. 9. We sent out what, 8? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Yeah. So we need a point put into logistics to do that. So we can't do that right now. Does that have a time? No, it does not have a timed thing connected to it. Okay. If we want to complete it, which we probably do, we can put more points into the scientists to do the logistics, or to get logistics +1 so that we can do the training research so that we can do the genetics points, which is probably what we have to do. Did we check these guys? No, not when the other ones are on the ground. Okay. Forest is barely met. Water is too high. And they need more open space as well. Actually going to be at a bit of a premium here then. Let's clean up that dirt texture a little bit, which looks super weird. Still pretty good. Clean up a little bit around there where we pulled the water back. We'll probably just leave this weird in-dip here. That's fine. Inward dip. Yeah, that's basically good. The territory is small enough for the 6 of them that they should keep it covered pretty consistently. We'll keep an eye on them, but they shouldn't have an issue maintaining this territory. It should be fine. One thing to watch out for is probably going to be visibility, but the feeders are all over here, so they should do a pretty good job of staying in range. They shouldn't be in this corner much, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think we'll get this Orano dig in, and then we'll do some research, actually, for logistics first. Or we'll put the point into logistics, do the research for staff training. I keep saying logistics. I mean logistics, like, as a word, but I can't use that as the word for what I'm talking about, because it's a stat in the game. We'll get the staff requirements taken care of first. That way we can put points into their attributes, and then we can go out and do more digs more efficiently afterwards, probably, maybe. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Expedition's been completed. We can now take care of this research. So we want to grab this guy, put a point into his logistics, and then go out and do the staff research again, which is here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we can have this guy do fossils. He's got a really high genetics cap, which is why I don't want him to be investing in logistics right now, because we're going to invest him in specifically... Oh, awkward. Do 2 5s. Specifically invest him in the genetics for the mission we're doing. Since his cap is high, we might as well, you know, put all our eggs in one basket. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to process the fossils in a few batches here until we can get those upgrades done. So yeah, we'll be back when the new points are ready to be distributed. Okay, research is good to go. Shut up, Dua! We've put in some more buildings. I'm just going to talk over her, because she won't shut the fuck up. We put in stuffed toys here, another shop. We've put in another hotel. We've put in another bathroom. The bathroom actually didn't show where it was bad, even though it was down a few %, so I just guessed. We put in another staff center. We put in another food restaurant up here, which is now actually pulling in properly, so let's adjust this. Steaks? Sure. This was only showing 4 guests originally for some silly reason. And then, yeah, that should be everything. We check the guest ratings. Yes, thank you. I understand. That's fine. Guest ratings. Ratings are 100%. Meeting demands. Great. Drink coverage is still low, but that's because I haven't put in a third drinks yet, and I put in a third shopping and a third food. Drinks might go right here, maybe? I don't know. Well, actually, if we look at drinks... Oh, drinks is bad down here now. It wasn't this bad before, which is interesting. There was just a little bit bad, but it's probably down to more Serratos coming into view and then pulling more of the drinks down into this part of the park. We'll definitely go ahead and get that drink amenity put in right now, then. We definitely do need it at that point. Yeah, we shouldn't really need the green, so root beer should be fine here. Because the other drinks are the boba and the kefir. Yep. Okay, then our scientists can get upgraded, so let's do that too. You will need to be rested. That's fine. You are the one with the high genetics cap, so let's go ahead and toss 2 points into there. That finishes the quest, gets us a bunch of money, and then we pick up a new contract right away. Mission / contract / quest. Whatever you choose. Sell more tickets, provide amenities. That's free. Medium food. Yeah. Okay. We still need to process some more Urano. Why don't we get upgrades done here? Because right now this is kind of backlogging us. These guys are going to all have to rest. Well, I mean, they will have to all rest, but not from this alone, because I clicked on too many. We can process this, I guess. Might as well. And then we can do a new Urano dig after everybody's back and rested and we've done the upgrades. That's probably the way to go.
I have it on good authority that you've wrapped up your latest objective. Way to stay on task.
And Urano's up to only 40% from that. Okay.
There's another objective waiting for you. That's all I'm allowed to share at the moment. I'll check back later to see how you're getting on.
That doesn't... Why is that all you could share? It's literally build a restaurant. It's not some fucking secret. We're just building a restaurant.
Role in that revelation by completing these objectives. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed.
Yeah. Do we want to hire more scientists? We are doing pretty good on money, so we probably should just hire some more scientists. It's not a bad idea. 665 altruistic seems okay, but money's not real, so there's no reason to buy money anymore. Multiple genetic specialists. Positive influence, she's kind of rubbish. I don't... 5, 10, 6 on skill caps, starting with a 363. He's pretty good. We also have faster research here with a 333. Skill caps are all 6. That's maybe not bad either. $22,000 per minute. Yeah, let's do faster research, guy. We'll leave one spot open for an emergency pickup later. And then that guy... Yeah, we finished all of this. Okay, unlocked Ancus. Oh, we hit 3 stars now because of the new shops. So that's a new dig site. Let's go ahead and roll that. So our next dig site is going to be... Man, we're building star rating really fast here again. I feel like settings are weird. We roll a 9, that's not going to work. We roll an 8, that's not going to work. I should grab a D6 at this point, because there's only 6 left. There's a D6. Ah, 6-sider. 4. So, that's going to be Judith A, Judith B, Hell Creek B, because you already have A. That's going to be the other Morrison formation, so that's Brocky, Dilo, and Kamara. So dig site 4 is Morrison B, which means we actually have that ready to go because we have Dilo already available to us. Yeah, I'm really curious why in the world we're at 3 stars right now. So we've seen this before that the appeal rating was correct, but previously the finances have seemed like they've been too generous. Given that we just hit 3 stars with 2 species in the park, that's fucked up, for sure. Something's weird with the settings. And I don't think there's any way to check in-game if the game thinks you're on Jurassic settings for cache. You just choose it on the setup screen, but if it's wrong, there's no way for you to know, I don't think, in-game. Unless it's buried in here somewhere. It's just a set amount of income you need to reach. Hold on. What about sandbox settings in the menu? Cash is low. Doesn't change the rate at which it accumulates. Appeal guest income target Jurassic. $1,287. Okay, let's do a little bit of light science here. Let's put Jurassic income target on hard. Apply. 1,287. Let's let this run for a second. Efficiency upgrades are done. Okay, so we just went, yeah, it adjusted up. That is the Jurassic income target, apparently. The settings are completely borked here, then. Like, just in general. For whatever reason, the income targets on some of these maps that aren't challenge modes by default are completely wrong. So we'll play to the appeal total and not the star rating again like we had to on the last map. Because otherwise it's just way too easy. No, I need the science center. That is going to be extraction capacity. We need... what else? Improve yield. We need... nothing there. Staff centers. Yeah, increased rest time is fine. Since we're not doing the strat we did before, we just do rest time. And then, yeah, nothing for you, but the response facility gets the scanners now. Okay, there we go. There's all that. Let's go out and dig up some more dinosaurs. Get those Aranos out. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, that's right. Everybody was going to need to rest here. We knew that was going to happen. Rest you, rest you. Your cap's a 6. We can just do this. And then go do a dig. I think that's fine. I'm not too... there's no reason to really be that concerned about building our scientists really correctly, because it's just not going to be an issue. It just isn't going to be. 96% on drink, that's fine. Like we said, money actually doesn't matter. We're just going by appeal now. It's really unfortunate that the Jurassic settings for this are pretty broken. Oh, they'll be rested real quick. We can go take a look at the research tree and then see what else we want to do then. We could start to maybe push down towards some of the sauropods. Yeah, so if we want to get Kamara, we can clear out Pata. Because it was Kamara and Brocky, right? Yeah, Kamara and Brocky. So there's that. And then you, can you do anything for me here? 262. Not really. At least not until we're ready to synth some Orano. Okay, that research is done. We can do the push to Kamara here. I think we might as well. Don't have much else to do while this dig happens. I suppose we could, push for some bigger shops or some tours or something, but it's probably fine. Okay, there's a storm as well. Let's get the shelters open. Let's get the ranger team. You're already resupplying this feeder. So you'll be near the Cerratos, which is good. Keep an eye on these fences. Don't get yourself killed by 6 ceratosaurs, though, dude. That'd suck. Not super concerned about the expedition center. I'd rather keep these guys around here near the fences. Well, they're already leaving, so I guess you can go do this. Go patch up some random stuff. Was that fence damage? No, that's the medium amenity. The fences are attacked. Okay. Actually, yeah, this is a better view to watch this stuff on. All right. Well, we'll just go ahead and repair that stuff. Nice, quick storm. Seems fine. Sauropod research is done. Let's wait for the fossils to come in and not do any other research right now. Just that way we got everybody ready to deal with something Orano if we do finish it soon. What are we at for percentage? We did a second batch, 54. I don't think we'll have enough, but maybe. But probably not. New month, new contract. New research to be done? That seems fine.
Research could prove to be a real life.
Leopleurodon. Why would you do that to me? Can we do that without it being a piece of shit? 500k? What is the reward? 650. We make 150k, but we put our scientist down. Yeah, that sucks. Replace it. Or we can just wait for next month. Wait. Does this not have a cost?
For us, for the dinosaurs, and for the park.
Shouldn't there be a cost connected with this? Why can we just freely replace? Is that some... I wonder if that's some weird thing with a month ticking over, actually. Huh. I don't honestly want to add more paras to the park. So that's kind of... We can just pick up the tour ride one here, I guess, and just sit on it for a while, because the money doesn't matter anyway. So let's just not concern ourselves with contracts anymore. Money's pretty good. Alright, that's a lot of Orano. Huh. We'll grab you on this task. Is the Orano dig site? It is still open, but it is now is Niger in it because we just researched it. I wonder. Shoot, didn't think about that. That's a reason to not do the Nigersaurus research right away. We could let this finish if we want to. Maybe we will. Maybe we don't go out and do another dig right now. We just look at other research we want to do. We could work on the taiga skins in case we need them. I think we do. We need Svalbard if we do Karkar. That's a 12 genetics, though, for group adaptation? Jesus. Oh, because we sent you out on that. We can do group adaptation then when they're back, so I guess we'll wait on that. We will do that, but we'll wait on it. What was the other Cross species. You know what? Tolerance not bad to have either. Let's knock out tolerant real quick. Oops. Oh yeah, we can't because we can't do 4. We need a point on somebody. I guess we can keep these guys specialized. I don't know. That's fine. It really doesn't matter. I wish it did. Oh, how I wish it mattered. Alright, there's that. That'll be done super quick. We'll wait until the fossils are in, process another batch while we do the other set of research. Let's knock out this group adaptation to get to the skin hidden behind it. That's going to take a grand total of you 3, then we still have you to do fossils. Although, you're the faster research person, so you ought to be on the research. It's only 2 minutes, though. It doesn't really matter. Sure, whatever. We'll just send you out on it. It's fine. And then, yeah, Orano is not complete. But we have to wait for that research to be done before we can go dig up some more. So we'll have to do that. That's fine. There's nothing to do with the altruistic salaried person while we wait. Let's move this bunker. Let's just put it out of the way. Because I want to do this over here for the tour section. So this is going to be where the Camaras and some other, like, Morrison herbivores are going to go. Probably Dryo, maybe Stego. And this is going to be set up to be a big old tour enclosure. With a viewing gallery, though, up here on the front lake at least, for a little bit of extra visibility. Then we could put some hotels and stuff in as need be. So I think this should work out pretty good. We're obviously, like, a bit ahead of ourselves. Because we don't have anything for that enclosure yet. The Oranos are going in with the Paras. But we can always... Oh yeah, that's also why we should do the tour, because of the tour quest. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is I should do the tour research, not the genetics research, but it's fine. But yeah, we can always put the Oranos in there later if we decide it's a better idea. We don't need to, like, commit them to a paddock, it's fine. And then this is our layout. So we still got a pretty sizable potential enclosure area back here, which we can do by having paths that just curve around the para enclosure. But it'd be really good to have this enclosure finalized before we build back here, which is probably what the case is going to be. So we got that. All that done, I guess. Unless it's bugged out and my stuff isn't showing. No, it looks good to me. Let's go dig up some more Oranosaurus. We're going to have to fight through a bit of Niger, but it should be okay. Just the 2 of you seems good to me. Maybe we hold back the faster research person, though, and try to do some tours. Murphy's the only one who doesn't have points available. So let's see what the tour cost is for research, then. It's only 5, actually. So we can do both. That's fantastic, then. So yeah, we do you with you and you. Start that task, and then we go here, we do tour research, you and you. Bam. Okay, so that'll get us our tour in, which will finish our contract. Why are you producing no food now? Are the Ceratos out of view, probably? No. Kinda, maybe. No, but not really. Food coverage is just 100%. It's just the next star 900,000. Yeah, right, because the 1 million was for the 4th star. Yeah. Okay, it's just appeal being appeal. Whatever. Just stuff's out of view. Okay, there's our tour. So let's go ahead and toss in our first explorer tour. I know where it lives. It's right here. One Park Tua. We'll put it in right Probably right over here so that I don't have to worry about trying to like match the path exactly. We can put it in right here. Yeah, let's do that. We'll put it on this side. Will I? I think I will. Nope, it can't be that close. Okay, fair enough. We'll let it build and then move it. I knew I was cutting it close to the gallery, but I presumed that having the substation in between would have been enough of a buffer to get past it. It's not. We'll just move it down slightly. It's fine. Boop. And we can't edit the thing until it's rebuilt, huh? Awkward. Well, let's wait until it's built then to put the path in. 4 minutes on fossils. Alright. Tour route. Now, how did the park tour track look in JPOG? There's all these little details that I don't remember because you don't really like pay super attention to them when you're playing JPOG. It's also been a long time since I played it. Yeah, so actually the Explorer tours don't even have tracks in JPOG. They just drive around. Oh, I remember that, because you put down the path, then it like deletes the vegetation and looks weird, but also it's video games of that era. It does what you expect it to. Yeah, so let's go with just the regular tour track then. We're going to kind of follow the lake here a little bit. Maybe a little bit like that. Come over here by this game trail kind of thing. Swing through to there, and then follow really closely around this hill, if we can. That'll look really nice on the waterfront, coming around the base of the hill. Yeah, then we can just kind of swing out like that. It does push the water back a little bit as you place it, which is not exactly what I had hoped, but it's fine. And then we'll follow this little valley as well, and then we'll just curve straight up the hill here by the fence. And then what do we want to do back here? We've got kind of this big open area. We can swing around the top of this little hill and then loop back. Kind of follow the contour for a little bit of fun. This rock almost assuredly is going to block us from getting that around it on the beach. That's probably fine. We just swing out here, a little bit over like this, and then maybe we just follow this contour, kind of head around on that level. Then maybe we go up the hill here, through the woods, the top of this hill. Then we come out, cross near this little gap, straight through the woods. Let's go straight through the woods. And we got a big hill here. I think we want to come in. Maybe we cross like that. That might be pretty cool. So let's do this to here. This comes up at a little bit of an angle, up like that. Kind of in between these two sort of peaks. It's not really much of a peak because it's all the same level, but it's kind of a peak. Snake around there a little bit, and then we kind of come down over here. More or less straight, because it looks weird when your cars are driving at an angle. Just in general, not even specifically in this game. It's always weird when your cars are driving down a hillside at an angle in anything. It never seems like the physics are quite right in any video game for that. Which makes sense, because it'd be complicated with, like, you need, like, the car suspension to tilt. It'd be a mess. That probably works. We might want to think about moving this branch closer. Maybe because this middle part here might be uncovered, but we can also put in some towers, which will cover some of that. So I think it's fine.
Courage comes with the job. That and dedication. You've got both.
16 vehicles. And we can see if that's correct, because that always glitches out in a lot of our previous parks where it doesn't actually put out 16. Although maybe it won't put out that many cars that there's not actually people heading over to it. Okay, well, we're still waiting on more Urano. Contract for more dinos. There's not even... Oh, they want us to incubate 2 Ceratos specifically. I don't want more Ceratos because we already have friggin' 6. I don't want it to be the only Cerato in Parapark because that's kind of silly. I think we'll skip that contract. We have $20 million. It doesn't matter. Fossils are in. Sell the poop. Good stuff. Urano. 97. We're done. Awesome. Okay, let's just clear out some Nigrosaurus then and get that done ASAP. Let's keep the 6 here available so that we can do our synthesis. In fact, I don't know what the synthesis requirement is. Maybe I do these 2. Actually, even better than that. What if we do... Okay, you got a rest, but what if we give you a point of genetics? I think that's worth it to have him do the fossils alone. Yeah, we want to hold you back for the welfare. We don't want to use the 6. So we use you. And I was testing out our little tour driving around the enclosure. I think it's a pretty decent little tour. It's always nice. I always like using the existing terrain of the map in the enclosures because it adds a little bit more of a natural feel to it. So I really like how this curves around the lakeside beneath the edge of the hill and through this gully and then comes up and around. That's a pretty cool start. Unfortunately, some of these maps don't have that much for, like, interesting terrain in a lot of areas. They're just kind of big flat sections with trees. But this one's pretty good with some interesting lake setups. I like these kind of game trail-esque areas where you got these kind of dirt textures put out, like this bit here between these 2 lakes and this bit curving around here. It adds some good vibes to it. I guess maybe it's not so much a... This isn't like a game trail. This is like a flood channel or something. These are low-lying areas connected to lakes. Alright, there. We stalled for time for the Uranos. I wasn't actually trying to stall for time, but it's fine. 2015. Give me quenched. The paras... Yeah. Maybe we'll do tolerant. The paras... don't like the Uranos either, but there's way more paras than there's going to be Uranos. So I think that's a fine thing to do. And then I guess we can just do... Yeah, we don't have humble, but that's fine. We just do some long-lived. 10 genetics. That's fine. That's perfect. It's more than fine. It's literally perfect numbers. 10 is a very nice total. Okay. And we get that. We get them processed, and we'll check the eggs. 3 eggs came back out of 4. That's about expected. Weak and skittish. That's fine. They're all tolerant. We got only 1 long-lived. Even though it's 50% long-lived, only got the 1. Alright. Well, that's what it is. Let's put a point of welfare into somebody. So we can use just 2 guys for this. So you can't have a point. You can. So we do that. You can rest. That is a 7. Boom, boom. There's that. And then can we go do a dig while everybody else is doing their thing here? Oh, Drosaurus, actually. You... 25 population. Yeah, so I think... What was... There was a 3 species. Oh, that was Torosaurus was 3 species to unlock. Right? Yeah, so the Urano gets us Toro. Can't do the Dryo, so we are going to do Kamara next, I think. We do have this skin to do as well. That's fairly cheap. Somebody can do that at any point. Yeah, just go give me some Kamarasaurus fossils. Okay, well, we're just going to wait on the Urano eggs.
They'll also tell you
Free contract, disease free.
Don't want to hear it.
So we'll take that
My
one.
advice?
They're ready. Social min pop 2. So 3 is fine. So we probably will only have the 3. I don't see the reason to put out more. Ground fruit. Is that what the Paras had? I think they might have had ground nuts.
The Regenesis is named after the Arabic word for courage, which is kind of my thing.
Okay. Definitely need some trees. Definitely need some of this.
This dinosaur is easy to care for and really only wants a comfortable place to eat and rest. And to be left alone. Sound like anyone you know?
How are the Paras doing? Paras have pretty good margins. Actually, we have way more ground nut than we need. Probably because there was original considerations for bringing in more. Potentially. So we get some of this through here, and then let's put some forest in back over here. In the back of this enclosure. And then your cohabitation's actually really low. You got your fruit. You just need to find your forest and open space, which requires you just to move around a bunch. Cohabitation 24%. They do like stags. What about you, Paras? You only like sauropods. That's what I thought. I guess we could put the Brockies in here, too. I don't think I'm gonna do that, though. Keep moving around, guys. You'll figure it out. They're getting there. They're getting there. Bunch of forest back this way. Looks like the open space is going to be handled pretty well. They're pretty small compared to the Paras. The Camp Cretaceous Aranos. I think they were pretty similar size in JPOG, but still, I think it's more important that the skin looks appropriate than the sizing. So I'm not too worried about that. Open space and ground fruit are covered. A bit more.
The way I see it, there are dog people and cat people. And then there's a raptor person. Me. Does that make me special? Probably. Anyway, you can learn a lot from me, like how to deal with your latest objective success.
Well, I mean, they ought to move around more still. Plenty of margins on the Paras. Yeah, if they migrate just that way, just a little bit, they'll catch the rest of those woods pretty quickly. And they should be happy. You're almost there, asshole. Keep going. Walk a little faster, a little further. What's your appeal anyway? 92? 92 and you're being a bit cranky? There. A little bit of trees there around the lake. And your margins should be pretty good. Now they're pretty good, for sure. Okay. Well, we'll have to keep a little bit of an eye on them just to make sure they don't become problematic and stuck in corners or anything like that in terms of this territory. But it should be pretty good. So why don't we leave this one here then? Until next time.